Welcome! Today we're going to check out a demo from Ethereal Fish Studios called Starfire Eternal Cycle. It's not really side-scrolling, but we'll say it's a side view beat 'em up. You can press and hold J, you don't have to keep mashing it. When the enemy glows yellow or red, that's when they're about to attack. So you just hit spacebar, dodge. Those two little swirlies beneath my character's feet right now, those are my dodge pulses. You can dodge twice rapidly or kind of space them out. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately because I don't like this feature, you have to go around and pick up your loot. But since this is a very linear dungeon and you never really want to not pick up the loot, I feel like they should just add it to you if it's hasn't been picked up by the end of the battle. Alright, it plays like one of those Survivor-esque games where you get to pick random level ups. There are things that you equip as cores, and then there are things that are always on, which are equipment slots. I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to go ahead and pick, in general, I'm just going to pick the thing that is the shiniest. That way I don't take as long. Only the very first pop-up asks you, do you want to open your backpack? This is your backpack, and all the normal equipment items like swords and, I don't know, oxygen tanks, they are automatically, passively armed. However, cores must be, I guess, put into your gauntlet or something. So let's go ahead and hit enter, and then it's placed in one of these 6 slots. As you progress through the meta progression currencies, you can unlock more things, get more health, stuff like that. This is gold for the current run. This one is one of the meta currencies that you would use to upgrade your character between each run, and this one is you get 1 per boss you defeat. Since we have just started the game, we're only allowed to go through 2 levels, and then we're immediately kicked back to the hub. But once you increase the difficulty, then you can go to 3 levels, and you increase the difficulty again, go to 4 levels. You essentially have to keep restarting from 0. So this, as I mentioned, there is 3D element, but it isn't used that well. Once you enter a gate, you get just to see how far you are towards your next boss, and the last one is not going to be a guaranteed like shop or healing or anything. Surprisingly, however, Fortune Plunder is really good. Treasure hunting is a second good option because you can always have more passives equipped. However, Fortune Plunder gives you maybe like 250 gold, and each treasure is worth about 150 gold. So this is worth about 2, provided you get to a shop. Maybe only go for a shop after 2 Fortune Hunters. Alright, I didn't dodge on that one because I was busy yapping. But yeah, you can see the beetles glowing right there. There is no normal regeneration, but you do unlock it pretty easily. But by yourself, you have no way to heal. You also have K, which is the heaviest strike, throwing lightning bolts. And then you have a rage strike at the bottom right of the screen right here. You can see, these yellow pulses right here at the bottom, the pips, that is how many rage strikes I have. And then the oranges are me filling up the next pip. So let's go ahead and initiate 1 rage on this guy. So it's basically like a Nova strike the area, but it doesn't drain your health or anything because it uses its own rage gauge. I did get a level up, so I'm going to go ahead and hit R. And this is different from your equipment, but it's pretty much all passives that you gather out. Let's go ahead and let's get Rage Recover. I get another level up? I must have, while I was talking. You can spend money to get 3 different items, and when you go to a shop, there are 3 items, and when you buy one, the other 2 are still there, so you can continue buying, but after you've bought 1 or 2 or whatever, if you refresh, it repopulates the full crowd. So you could continually stock up. It doesn't just repopulate the 2 remaining ones or whatever. This would be better. This isn't... How do I phrase this? Well, you know what? Let's just hit refresh right now. Okay, we have trigger chance. Let's go with that. But yeah, plus 15, it really isn't much. I might go for it if it's like plus 60 or something. I did hit spacebar, but I must have hit it too late. You can unlock other weapons, but the demo only has 2. And to unlock the next weapon, you have to have 5 red tokens. Let's get another Fortune Plunder. Core Plunders are like that core I got in the beginning. It's this thing right here. So that's what a Core Plunder is. You can only equip 6 of them on your first run. Once you have maximum rage, you can hold E and press L to do a super rage strike. However, we're almost up to a mini boss, so I'm saving it for that guy. I don't even know if that was the shiniest one, but I want more Thunder Chance. It's probably not the best choice if I were to actually sit and analyze stuff, but I want more shiny, explosive stuff to happen on screen for the video. Although, it looks like you could take a side route. Unfortunately, there is no such thing. All right, we can hit a shop, but we're actually just going to keep doing Fortune Plunder. Because the shop does take up a whole exploration or node, and there's never any backtracking or anything. It's, of course, being randomly generated. There's never any backtracking, so if you use up all of your exploration points and then get to the boss and you're not equipped, oh, that's maybe in part due to not getting the best loadout. Now we have a little bit better, plus 30 battle results, but we're going to go for attack speed rare. But yeah, look how much money I have right now. Let's see how much this one is. What? Oh, this little dude. It is 256. Well, in this case, I'm sure it's random. Now we have our mini-boss. Defeat enemies to obtain insectoid core. I don't know why they're called insectoids. It's probably a translation thing. There's the boss right there. So I'm going to hold E and press L. Try to build up some more rage on these guys over here. Now, sometimes, for whatever reason, I hold Shift and L sometimes, and that makes me use just regular rage. Unfortunately, while the game does offer key bindings, it doesn't offer super specific key bindings. I hope I claimed the dark core and it just didn't disappear because I took too long talking about stuff. Fixed damage are numbers added on top of what you already do. I guess we'll just go with... This doesn't look that bad. Weapon damage. You know, we'll do that. I will say it's nice that the pop-up doesn't interrupt the flow of battle, because that's always annoying in those Survivor-style games, is that you're just doing stuff or whatever, and suddenly, bam! Yeah, the game pauses and you have to pick something. Hopefully you don't end up picking the wrong thing because you're busy clicking around the screen or hitting buttons. You can press Alt for more information. You don't press and hold, though, just tap it, apparently. So we're going to go ahead and get... Oh, I mean... Yeah, I guess we'll go for that one. But yeah, I don't know why they're called insectoid cores. If you get enough of a set, for example, if I get 2 gold cores, also translated as metal or wealth, I'm assuming that this is AI translated because there was an intro text blurb at the very beginning that I'm probably going to edit out. That just makes me think it's probably AI generated. Or maybe I'll put it at the very end so you can see it. For example, when you have water element, it talks about time in the text for some reason. Thunder talks about electro. So I really think it's probably just translated from, I don't know, Chinese or something. Well, I mean, do more fortune plunder. We'll do some treasure hunting and other stuff in the next phase, but let's continue getting gold now. More gold. We won't try going for items till next level. I'm assuming that the next level will offer way better items, so we'll continue stacking up gold now, and then we'll spend it all next phase. Let's go ahead and hit a refresh on this one. Oh, we got a legendary. I'm not going to bother comparing. I'm just going to go and pick that. Now you might notice that I'm able to dodge diagonally and such. The dodge is handled well, but normally just walking up and down is ridiculous. Yeah, let's do treasure hunting. The cool thing about treasure hunting or items in this game is that when you get a second one, it levels it up. What I mean is, let's say we get a dagger of some sort that raises attack speed or whatever. If you would have gotten another dagger of that same level, level 1, it just becomes level 2. Later on, you could also just jump straight to, say, level 3 or 4 without having to slowly stockpile. But it isn't wasted. None of it's wasted. That's a nice feature. It's always lame when you can't equip everything. Now, you may feel that cores are completely useless because then you are capped at 6 at the beginning and 10 at the end. Well, there's that usual... I first saw it in Chinese gacha-style games back in, I don't know, early 2000s. So it's probably fairly regular by this point. But you take a number of the same tier insectoid cores, and you put them in a smelter of some sort, and then it levels up. So you take 3 level 1s of any element, it could be water, fire, earth, whatever, or even 3 waters, put them in a smelter, pay like 10 gold, and you get a bigger one. None of this is real money, like real world currency. You can see, for example, that we could start with a level 1 hormone pill, which is probably what I would like, but we already see an epic starting me at a level 3. So we're going to just go ahead and take that right now. I didn't even read what it does. Oh, I should have picked that weapon. See, I should have picked... I'm trying to pick it fairly quickly, but I saw the legendary at the last second. Now, if I were playing single player, yeah, I would sit there longer and study it, but I know that's really boring for people. We are going to get 30% chance to trigger perfect dash. Alright, well, we'll do shop next phase. Another treasure hunt. But you can see that my character has become immensely powerful at this point in this stage. Once we get to the next level or tier, we'll kind of feel like we're back at the start. Boss challenge. Defeated to receive high quality rewards. Dude shoots a combination of rockets and mines, but they all look the same. His mines can be deployed outside the field, but there's not too much of a worry either way. That's not all he can do. He does have some attacks, but it doesn't seem to happen that often. Alright, that is level 1 of 2 that I have access to right now. And then we'll... I figure we'll try 3 runs total so that I can get the new item and then we'll show it off. I don't know what the new item is like yet. Well, let's just get this thing that says exclusive ability. This restores 20 hit points when defeating enemies. Yeah, we'll take that. Where we're going, we don't need roads. It's a nice little car, but we don't really drive it for very long. As you can see, we're not actually just destroying them in one combo anymore. Let's see here. Here's a nice feature that I wish other games had. When we're at a level up screen, at any time, I can go back to my stats and check things out. I can see that I have 2 of these gold cores. If I wanted to continue to stack a gold set bonus, I know that I would need 2 more, or I can try for a wood core or thunder core for an immediate low level bonus. So I can aim for I don't even have the option, but we do have the wood one here, and a thunder. Now, unfortunately, I can't see what those bonuses are right now. But I think I'm going to take the 36 fixed damage of the thunder one. Let's see what Fire Affinity is. Heavy attack summons 6 thunder orbs for 6 seconds. Okay, well, we'll have to equip it, of course. Now we have access to it. You can see on the left side of the screen, we have 2, 4, 6, it says. That's telling me how many times we'll get a set bonus. Let's try some core plunders this time. We've already seen what some treasure hunters were. If we see a shop, we'll try to hit it. If the shop appears after... Oh no, we'll hit the first shop. We'll wait until at least the midpoint boss, but who knows? We might not even draw a shop after that, so at the first shop we see, we'll do it. Oh, you know what? Fire is fun. I'd be willing to swap out my stuff for fire. All the others, can't really remember what they do. That's how insignificant they seem to me at the beginning anyways. Maybe you get 6, of course, then someone will say like, oh, that's totally awesome, you should get 6. We don't have any water, so we could try for more gold power. Let's just do that. This is a rare, it says. Let's take a look here. If we do get to a shop, we can combine 3 tiers. So we have 1 level 2, 2 level 2s, 3 level 2s. So we can already combine a level 2. We don't need any more of that. And then with that, we can combine level 3s. So we can actually complete both 2 times. The rarity doesn't matter to us right now. Let's just pick it anyways. I don't think I'm going to equip it though. Because we are maxed right now. We have 6 already. I still picked that core plunder on purpose because I knew that we would be merging things at the shop. So I'd have some open slots at that time. There's 3 different mechanisms in this place. It sounds like that there's a timer running, but that's just the game's ambiance. I would go to this guy first, so that way you can decide what cores you're going to be merging or gathering up. I don't see anything that jumps out at me. Let's go ahead and start merging then. You gotta unequip your cores, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because it's a little silly that you have to do it that way. Alright, let's start with our 2. Now, I've only ever done this twice, but I think like the first time I did, I had the 3 earth cores, and I got an earth out of it. But then on the second time I did it, I just used any of them, and I got a random element. So let's see what we get. We're putting in 1 fire, 2 thunder, and we got a wood out of it. Whatever. And then we can try combining these 3 and see what we get. Oh, we can combine a max? Why? How? It's not max then. Alright, well, we have 2 maxes. I'm not going to combine a max. Wait, what happens if I try it? Well, I don't think I'll be able to. Not unless I buy 2 more level 2s and then 2 more level 3s. Okay. We have 1 of everything. Let's see if we find a wealth, water, or thunder. We can get a gold. It's not very good. And what would be the bonus for gold? 2 pieces. It has a 50% chance to deal additional falling gold damage, inflicting 60% of total gold acquired as damage. Oh, wow. I do have a lot of gold. Alright, let's just refresh. And I'm not going to bother. The set bonus is nice, but I think I'll be spending most of my gold here. I wish it was fire. What's this thunder look like? Heavy attack summons, 30% chance to double thunder orb damage. So we'll get 1 thunder, and then we'll refresh one more time. Ah, here's a fire. Take that. If we have money left over, we'll get the gold element there just to get a set bonus. 1 extra sprint. That sounds pretty good. It's just a 10% more. I don't think we're going to get that. We'll go and get the 1 extra sprint. Refresh. We'll take the second one and the third one. Taking damage with 15% chance to reset heavy attacks cooldown. Nah, not worth spending money on. This would be pretty good if we had more levels to go through. Let's just go and pick it up anyways. This basically means that instead of taking all the damage up front, at least to my understanding, if you can finish the map fast enough, you don't lose the rest of that life. I can only have 1 set bonus. We'll go and get that. And we have spent all but 2 plunders worth of money. Can I upgrade anything at this point? No. No. Let's see if we're much more powerful or if we don't even feel a difference. What? Oh, man. Dodge right into that one. You have 2 waters, 2 thunders. I guess we'll get a gold. We'll do another shop and merge. Let's take a look. We have 4 level 1s, which will get me a total of 2 level 2s. It's not quite enough to upgrade, but we have enough money we might be able to... Let's do it. Let's go ahead. Let's hit the shop again. Yeah, we can straight up buy a level 2. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. This one's technically cheaper. I just like Earth better, so if I was going to walk out of here with one, I would prefer to walk out with an Earth. Oops. We'll keep the max equipped. Alright, so let's get some level 1s in here. Gold, thunder, and gold. Now that gives me some level 2s. Alright, let's go and combine these. I was just second guessing if I wanted to walk out with the heavy earth. If I combine... I will have 2 in my pocket now, a 3rd in my pocket, and I've got 2 equipped, so I guess I should just go ahead and buy it both. Alright, and we do have a thunder. So I managed to hold on to one of my thunders. I guess that's it. I'll hold on to thunder for a guaranteed set bonus. We got a thunder already. Okay, that's 2 level 3s. And we don't have enough money for anything else, so that's fine. I was expecting to spend all my money on the cores here. We have no level 1s. We're ready to roll. We're unlikely to find another shop right before the boss. We've got 3 areas left to go, then boss time. So we'll do treasure hunting now. The previous match ended so quickly because I was actually using my enraged attacks. Since it was right after a boss, I'd have time to build up. Man, I've almost got my full life back. I'll take a legendary. See if I can one-shot this thing. I thought he was going to jump back at me like he did the earlier hit. I need to be ready for that. I could enrage attack him, but I would like to have some for the next boss, which is in 2 maps. So we'll go and save up the rest from here. We have 3 thunder, so let's get a 4th one. Story! Memory chip 19, a node chip that holds little known past events. Sky carrier log. Final broadcast from the captain. We're now diving towards the moon. May the hurricane cannon's winds scatter the swarm's nest, so the children below may see the stars. Touching. We now have level 4 Thunder, 30% chance to double Thunder Orb damage. But yeah, this has never opened up for me. Maybe on a higher difficulty mode or something. Okay, we actually do have a chance for a last shop. I'd have to buy 2 level 1s. Then I would get a level 2. But that's not enough, because I only have a singular level 2. If I had a second level 2, I think that would manage. We'll do treasure hunting. I don't have enough money to buy a level 1 and a level 2. Level 2 is like 180 bucks. I was really wanting the Thunder. I have no idea what my Thunder Flare chance is, actually, at this point. I've been picking it pretty consistently. We'll see in a second once we're done here. Passives. I have a 15% Thunder Flare possibility, plus another 33%. That's I don't know why there's 2 different numbers for that. Oh, Thunder Flare, Thunder Bolt. Okay. I guess that doesn't sound like as much as I thought it would be. I thought it had a lot more than that. I mean, there's level ups which are shown in these things here. This one, I guess. And then the backpack items. But I really thought... Yeah, I thought I had a lot more than that, but it's fine. Boss challenge. Defeated to receive high quality equipment rewards. No, because this is the last one, so... No, you hit me. Stuck on the corner there. I had to use 2 dodges just to move. Hey! I didn't time that right. Alright, I'm taking a lot of hits just on that one right there. Wow, I am so close to death. Pretty sure I'm 1 hit from death. I was doing fine on the top guy, but the bottom one did so much damage to me. Okay, well, that was closer than I'd like. I don't know why I did better in my first rehearsal run. This doesn't even matter. Memory chip. Winona's secret letter. The true purpose of Project Arctic Wolf to cultivate a bridge capable of communicating with insectoids. However, test subject number 47, Erica, refused to speak. She chose to respond with her axe instead. Yeah, I've heard that when you see this little dash here, the extra long hyphen with no spaces in between the two words, it's generally AI written. I think a normal human would actually put a space between the hyphen, if nothing else, even if they did use M dashes. I use regular hyphen when I type. Yeah, that gives us 2 red orbs, and then we'll unlock the next difficulty, gives us 3 levels. If I can beat those 3 levels, then we can get the next power up. So that's my goal, is to make a 3rd run where I show you the next weapon. We gotta see. Come on, man. Return to homepage is the main menu. I don't know why you ever need to do that. I guess you have 3 profiles you could pick from, but the game doesn't seem that deep that you would customize a different character entirely. Let's take a look at the weapons first. We are currently equipped with the Lightning Fist. 10% chance to trigger Thunder Flare, 20% chance for Thunderbolt, win and triggering Thunder Flare. That's what we've seen before. Would have been nice to see that kind of text before we began the game, but whatever. Here's the next weapon. A Flamethrower. Base damage, 65, 10% chance to trigger explosion. For every 10 explosions, launches 3 homing missiles. Sounds kind of cool. Unlock requires 5 red orbs, and then the rest of it not available in the demo. You can glance at it, but since it's not available in the demo, I don't really care what it is. Then over here, we have only these 4. Reset, I guess, gives you all your points back. I haven't actually tried that. I probably should have during my rehearsal run. But yeah, let's go ahead and get core slot. I don't have... Wow. When in my rehearsal run, I had enough to get both of these and then an airstrike. Why did I do so much worse this time? I wonder what the difference was. I mean, I picked the gold plunder this time around. But man, that's a huge difference. Let's get moving. New difficulty unlocked. If you were to play on beginner difficulty, we can see that we only have these 2 areas. I don't know why there's this many frames behind it, though. Does it indicate you have 10 levels? You can't modify that, so it doesn't matter. Then if we go to the next difficulty, we can see that we unlock Volcano. On my rehearsal run, I died pretty quick. It doesn't even say the enemy gets stronger. I don't know. I really died pretty fast on my rehearsal run. I don't even think I made it to the Desert of Death. I guess I'm getting worse. When I did my rehearsal, I fought better against the boss. I got more rewards. Why am I getting worse? I just assumed that I died on my first rehearsal, 2nd attempt, because the game got harder. But it doesn't even say that the difficulty of the enemies increases. A wrestling sound in ducks, like someone humming 2 tigers in insectoid language. Turn out to be guards practicing nursing rhymes to scare bugs. Triggers thunder 18 times every 15 seconds. Vines have a 30% chance to permanently gain plus 12 vines damage when hitting enemies. You know, we'll do that one. We've already seen thunder, so let's try some other stuff. Not yet. We got another core to pick up. That one was our freebie from the meta progression. Oh man, okay. I did something dumb. I did something really dumb. I didn't buy the healing thing. I intended to, but I was just completely caught flat-footed by the stark contrast that I didn't have as much resources as I thought I did, or would have. Okay, well that sucks. Somehow I got hit. I didn't remember seeing it. I didn't want to be there, and when he landed, even though it meant I could hit 3 of them. Hey! Let's try to get the vines. We will also try to get the fire. Well, let's see which one's better between the two. Heavy attack damage, crit rate, weapon damage. We'll get this one so we can start hitting vines. Mutant diary. I saw crystalline growth sprouting from my fingernails. A nurse whispered me, "The hive is branding you, just like cattle." No nurse would say that. Max HP increased by 60, instantly restores 30 HP when defeating enemies. Yeah, we'll take that. That we absolutely need that since I stupidly did not get the healing before. Also, I have a level up. Just want to refresh. Take the rare weapon enhance then. Sprint boosts dodge chance for every 30 cumulative hit. We'll get this one. This is equivalently, assuming that there's 10 stages a map and there's 3 maps, I might get 2 insectoid cores. 1 item, it's 2 cores. Which is the equivalent of picking core plunder twice. Out of 1 choice, that is. Guess we'll do core plunder now. I thought someone was still alive to the left, but it turned out to be one of my vines to the left. I guess it's this one. I don't really need another wood core. Guard shift handover. See that girl with the golden axe? Her parents brought us 3 days of safety with their lives, the night shift soldier whispered over the radio. He's probably dead, but I need to get the loot. I would like to show fire. I need more fire, but I'm not getting any. Weapon damage fixed. Cooldown reduction, experience bonus. Experience bonus sounds pretty good, actually. Let's go ahead and just get the wood, because even though individually this is not as good, maintaining the set bonus will be more useful. Eventually I'm going to replace these lower ones, so I should get some solid wood ones like level 3. Gain 1 stack of frenzy per 5 critical hit triggers. Last 9 seconds. Does it count if my vines critical hit? Can my vines even critical hit? While this is technically a higher unlock, it's going from level 1, which is ordinary, to level 2, which is rare. So that's still 1 normal unlock. I would consider this an ordinary upgrade. If it was just straight up from 0, yeah, I would take it. But we're going to go and take Crit Dagger instead. don't know how much life I get from this. Let's try it, just for the video's sake. I don't think I would if I were playing single player, but let's give it a shot. I have 1900. Wait, what? What's wrong button? R. Maybe I have to kill these guys first. Either that or I picked the wrong one by accident. There it is. Okay, I have 1926. I can skip, but we're just gonna let it flow. I do not like seeing the multiple health bars. I just give it one solid health bar, please. Makes it easier for me to figure out what's going on. I don't want to have to watch up there and look at the number when I'm trying to figure out when I need to dodge it within like a half a second time frame. Hopefully those rockets disappear by the time he dies. I was holding down right the entire cutscene. My character actually must have run this whole way. I'll have to go back to make sure we got all the loot. Taking damage, 30% chance to reset. Taking damage increases critical by 200%, expands weapon range. Let's try this one. Yeah, it's a good thing I headed back. Soul Brand, that's what this must be called right there. You always want to get the health last in case you get level ups that give you maximum hit points, like this thing right here. Alright, taking damage triggers one earth spike attack on nearby enemies. When Thunder Flare disappears, 35% chance to trigger an additional explosion. We'll get this one. I really want fire though. Ah, you hit me. Twice! I don't want to get too close to hit him, chase him down and punch him in the back, because we'll get hit a third time. I walked in some poison as well. Man, I'm taking so much damage. I don't think I took this much damage the first time. Actually got knocked down there. I don't think I got knocked down in the first run either. Jeez, will you please knock that off? Okay, that went really bad. Stop! Man! It's gonna happen when I get to level 3 that I've never seen. Shoot! No, seriously, why do I get worse the longer I play? I thought there was a frog left over there, but maybe not. I think this is the first time I've juggled an enemy in there. Wait till we're right up against the boss. So the next time I see a shop, if I see a shop at all. Things are healing themselves. I left them alive so I could group them up and hit them with a heavy attack. We only have like 14 stages left to go. That's not really worth it. Don't like any of these, though. Taking damage has a 15% chance to reset heavy attacks cooldown. I'm not going to notice, because I only hit K every 6 or so seconds. I'm not looking down there to see, oh, is my cooldown ready? I don't know what dodge chance is. I'll assume it means I don't get hit when I physically should have, so... I hate this health bar. I'm assuming he's got another one, so I'm not going to use my enrage attacks right now. I was gonna finish him off with that. Good thing I didn't use the super one that costs all 3 pips. I don't really want any of these. I think out of these, I'll rather keep my gold one, so we'll take gold here, and then swap out my thunder. For every 1% HP loss, increase 2% weapon damage. Each applies when gathering. Oh man, I didn't realize he was gearing up for an attack. Gain 10 fixed damage for every 10 critical hits, stacks up to 100 times, and lasts until the end of battle. 30% chance to trigger perfect dash, sure. It's so early on, but let's go ahead and hit the shop. Alright, what do we got? We have 2 level 2s. Oh, 3 level 2s. We can actually merge that right away. Let's see what we get with this one. Whoops. Fire. That's actually really good because I'm hoping to get fire because I didn't get to show you last run. Okay, so if I find fire or gold from this guy and I don't find either one. Do I want to buy these up so I can charge another one, or do I just want to refresh? I don't think I want to try to build up from... Yeah. I mean, I have the money. I could buy a couple level 2s and I'd be really close to getting a level 3. Let's do it. Let's just go and buy both of these for fusion fodder. And then we'll refresh. Fire or gold? We have a gold and a fire. Oh, okay. Let's buy this one first, and then we'll merge these 3 and see what we get. Whoop. I expected the default to craft cost 20 instead of defaulting to slot above. Well, that's useless to me. I mean, not totally useless, but... No, it's fairly useless. Alright. I could combine 3 and see what we get. Whew. Let's do it. Hey, a wood one. Yeah, that's pretty good. I was expecting to see max. After 3 heavy attacks, Thunderbolt will chain between enemies 4 times. Oh, it does max. It does say max. So, just out of curiosity, I'm not really sure. Does this work? It says it does. What happens if I do this? I think I screw myself. I think that's what happens. It says max. I'm inclined to believe it. I think all it's gonna do is just give me a same grade. I'm not gonna do that. I think my risk taking has reached enough. What does level 6 get me? I've never done that. 15% chance to trigger Venom. The 4 pieces is pretty useless. Look. 5% chance to give me 10 hit points. Look how many hit points I got. Yeah. And then it says plus damage equal to 60% of max HP. That's a really weird way to phrase it, but I believe it means 60% of my maximum hit points is done as Vine damage. That's a separate thing from the restore HP. Otherwise, if it looks like 10 hit points plus 60% of your max HP is restored. No. Alright, Vines have a 15% chance to trigger Venom. Okay. Do you have a wood one in here? We do. We want to swap anything? I have a blank. Let's go and do it. You know, I could buy this fire one, and then if I found another fire one, I wouldn't even be able to do a set bonus. Alright. If I can manage to win this, we'll do the 3rd run with the Flamethrower, and then I'll get to show you the fire one. How does that sound? Oh, the O2 tank. I like that. Gain fixed damage equal to 10% of max HP. So that's like 200 fixed damage, and my fixed damage is currently 204. It doesn't specifically let you hover over this for a tooltip, but if we go over this and press Alt for more information, it says additional damage dealt when attacking. So 10% of that's going to be about 220, which is doubling my fixed damage. My weapon by itself does 192. With the fixed damage, that brings me up to about 400. So getting that will bring me about to 600. I mean, let's go ahead. It is an item. So it's not that I was deliberating over it. I'm just giving commentary. But yeah, we'll go and take that. And we'll definitely take the O2 tank. I don't care too much about the sturdy gloves, so we'll refresh. A single cannot exceed 80% of your max HP. I will be screwed if I get hit once that does 80% of my max HP, because if he hits me once, I'm not going to be able to know how to dodge the second time. Collecting gold coins restores rage. Gain 1 stack of frenzy. I don't really want any of these. If they're cheaper, yeah, but... Refresh. Each point in this stat adds 5 fixed damage. Okay, this one's a little weird. The battle results, the only time I've ever seen that is when we get money. There's a level up that says battle results plus 15. Or for the ordinary, 30 for the rare, and something like 60 for the legendary. I think we got that last run. This means that we will get whatever our battle results is. I don't think we currently have a battle results. I don't see it here. So we should, if we get this, we should try to make sure we pick that as a level up. moving forward. I don't know what this means. Body enhancement drops an additional insectoid. I don't know what that means. But it's going to get Fortune Pig and Revive Ring. Revive Ring does not give me another life. There is an actual rebirth item. I think we got that last playthrough, but we never got to use it. Critical hit, 10% chance to trigger Flame Ring. Sure, why not? When you heal HP, additionally restore 5% of current fixed damage. We need to definitely stack that battle results. I'm just waiting to see it. Even if it's ordinary, I think I'll at least take it. I'm not sure. And I wonder if that counts as collecting gold, that would also count towards the item that gives me rage. Rage attack damage, Thunderbolt damage. This increases my max HP, which was something I was building up with. But we do have a free slot. 29% weapon damage. Now, my fixed damage is a good chunk of it, so 29% damage is roughly 29 damage, isn't it? No, about 50 damage. I think we did get this one. We'll probably toss it, because I don't see myself stacking water at all. We'll get this one no, we'll save fire for next one. I have faith we'll do the third run. We won't do the third run if I die, because that'll take 4 runs. Because I'll need every single soul gem, or whatever those things are called. Triggers incineration every 30 critical hit. Sure, why not? Trust the bind to take care of back behind me. No battle results yet. Ooh, arrow test. Yep, we're taking that. You see, we're going straight. Well, I don't know if there's even a level 1 variant of it. But yeah, this is what I would really consider an epic, not this one. Yeah, sure, it's an epic equipment, but it's not an epic upgrade from what I currently have. I hit K, but it wasn't ready in time. It misread the line there. Okay, that died a lot faster, so we're doing well. And I'm healthy. I was expecting that beam right there. Yeah, I do not like the health bars, because it always catches me off guard. Like, I'm thinking, oh, I'm almost done. Be gone, worm. Insect drill core log. Hive's gene forge requires human embryos. The sandworm queen's maw devours 30 newborns daily. We found Fat Tabby's wedding ring in the slime. That doesn't even make any sense. At least, not initially. If it requires human embryos, fine. So you're devouring newborns. Okay. And then there's a wedding ring from the devoured newborns, is what you're implying here? Okay. When taking damage, converts 10% of damage taken into an equal amount of gold when used. Attack range plus 100%. Oh, that's just for the Thunderbolt, not for my normal attack. Summon Vines plus 3. Ooh. I guess we're taking that one. Soul Brand, and then the medium health potion. But let's make sure we get the equipment slot in. We have something left. Let's go and refresh. Please give me a fixed. No, that's fine. We'll get the attack speed. We'll have to get it eventually, right? Okay, to a new level. I've never made it this far. My first rehearsal in. Which would have been my second run on the first rehearsal. So I don't know what to expect for these enemies when they attack. My Vine's already killing everybody, and I haven't even gotten there yet. Okay, yeah, my Vine's just whooped everyone. I seriously stacked those Vines. Oh, that's a different direction. Now, I don't know if the Vines take my attack attributes, like my weapon damage, fixed damage, all that stuff. I can't even see what's going on in there. Little tiny punch. When acquiring gold, weapon damage increased by 3%. I mean, technically when I get hit, I get gold, so I assume that counts. Taking damage increases critical damage for the next attack by 100%. Yeah, we'll get the Fortune Hammer for now. We got the Fortune Hammer and the Fortune Pig, we just don't actually have Fortune. It's not the cores I need, it's experience points, so that I can get the battle results thing at the end of each match. Hey! I was not ready for that. Stop! Dude, those fires! Okay, like I said, this stage is new to me. I have no idea what to really expect from these bad guys. Battle results. Let's take a look at my fixed damage. I'm now up to 704. I think before it was something about 400? 400 because I increased it deliberately. Taking damage, 15% chance when HP is below. I don't want any of these, but I guess we'll take this one. If I get a core plunder, I might be able to upgrade again. If I can find a green level 3, I feel confident that if I combine 3 level of the same element, I get the next tier higher. I feel confident about that. I'm not 100% sure though. Not like those fires. We're gonna refresh. Okay, we got an epic chance here. Yeah, even though we can see that there's a path here, we still have to go in one direction. Mouse keeps sliding up because I use a corded mouse. I don't trust wireless stuff. I still don't know what's going on. Yeah, that'll get us the wood core we're looking for. Upgrade it. Fortune Pig, sure. So we are at 704 fixed damage right now. Let's get the Fortune Pig. Now we're up to 929 fixed damage, so it's an extra 200. We'll assume that it's still the same amount of hit points, roughly 200. So we'll get the Fortune Plunder. What do I have that helps me with over my max HP? Gain fixed damage equal to 10% max HP. So that would be about 20 fixed damage, really. I'm glad that you get experience for doing the body enhance. I don't know if I'll get a shop. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't have enough money to feel comfortable in a shop. We've seen how much I spend. I want at least 1,500. Legendary battle results. I almost skipped it because I saw the color on the left. I was like, oh, I'll just pick that one. So I really am trying not to take all day thinking about the game, because that's how I default to playing stuff. Volcano Diner menu. Today's special, moss-cooked lava worm stew with radiation bread. The chef drew a crying face on the board. Sorry, the meat got overcooked again, did I? Okay. So I went from 900 to 1,500 fixed damage. Do the shop now. That would guarantee my shop usage. Let's go ahead and do it since this is going to be the end of this run. If it wasn't, we would probably wait a little longer. Let's go ahead and hit the shop now. Because I feel like I probably see a shop maybe every 3 maps zones. So there's enough time to find a shop, assuming, of course, that we hit it. Okay, let's try this. I might end up screwing myself on, you know, lacking the wood cores here, but let's give it a shot. Putting in 3. They're all level 3. Okay. Wood core, wood core, wood core. Wood core! Thunder Flare triggers an additional 3 times. Don't I already have that, or am I confused enough for last run? Yeah, I already have that. Does that... Triggers an additional 3 times, 10% chance, blah blah. No, I don't have that exact one. I have exclusive entry with Thunder Flare stuff, but not that specific one. You got any greens for me? Not off the top of your head there. We have 3 blues. Let's go ahead and merge these and see if we get a green out of it. Yeah! Now I could try to get a third item, but once I do that, I'm unlikely to end up with a wood core. Okay, I just equipped it, but it gets slotted up here. This is where it was. I was like, what? Was it a max one? No. No, you see, if I unequip it, everything slides over. Everything is in its specific little row there, so it's the first one. But yeah, even if I were to upgrade again, since I'm not doing 3 wooden cores, I could end up with any. So yeah, I think this is how we'll roll for now. Spend the rest on items. Ooh, yeah, we'll take the Fortune Pig. Doubling critical damage for 9 seconds. Let me think here. I can refresh 3 times. I spend about 600 if I wanted to buy everything. So I wouldn't have enough to buy all the items. We'll go and skip this and hit refresh. Each time rage attacks. Last stacks up to 10 times. So I would have to do the small rage attacks. That's what it's telling me. I don't know how much damage the super rage does, the one that costs all 3 pip. I don't know if it does more damage than 3 individual rage attacks or less damage. Typically in a video game, you get more. Typically. However, since this is an action-heavy game where positioning is important, it might be less, because I use that sometimes to just dodge when the enemy is attacking my direction. If I were to refresh again, it would cost me 600 to buy everything. So I would have about 500 left. I could buy all of this stuff then. I don't think it's going to help, but I'm going to go ahead and buy all of it. We'll save a little bit of money. How about that? In case something's really expensive next refresh. Like this is really expensive. Need to think about that. Okay, what do we got here? 2 level 2s. I could afford both of them, but then I wouldn't be able to afford another level. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Well, sorry. The reason I'm thinking about that is I have a level 1 right here. I could try merging things to get to this water insectoid core, but I don't think it's going to work. So we're just going to go and move on. You know, I should have picked the green one. I was just trying to pick fast. Collecting gold coins also restores rage. Sure, let's try that. I say try because I don't know, like when an enemy dies, I sometimes see the coins fly out. So I'm assuming that counts for my rage accumulation. Okay, I'm not used to them backing away like that either. Guess just this one. Let's swap out the water. 20% chance to double the healing when restoring HP. I think we'll go for this one because we're about to fight the boss. This would be good for the long haul, but my current healing items are when I kill the enemy, I think. And when my vine hits an enemy. I get like 10 hit points. I get 60 hit points or something when I kill an enemy. For the boss, I'm assuming that there's not going to be a lot of... They call them ads, I think. Not sure what it's short for. Add-ons? Yeah, I did say that we would probably run into another shop. Let's do the core plunder. Hey! I don't even know what hit me because they're all dead already. Refresh. Battle results. I guess we'll take that one. We are at 2114 fixed damage. We're now at 2369, so that increased my damage by 200 right there. Currently doing like 8,000, so I'm not sure that made a big difference, but it is impressive to see them all die so quickly. I think I really want any of these, but let's get the gold one. Still kind of planning for the longish haul in case there's a surprise something that happens. Alright, I don't have a rebirth, so I don't feel good about this. I don't even know how much of that's just animation, how much of that hurts. That hurt, somehow. I lost 16% of my life from that. Is he dead already? Guess we can get the fire. And each insectoid core socket increase 5% chance trigger. Dash attack now fires 3 thunderbolts. Let's try that for a second. That does nothing happens. Molten Lizard Core. This monster's carapace is embedded with shards of the flame cannon, the very spot where Lin Yan, Erica's mother, last fired. The bubbling magma carries her unfinished last words. Mechanical maintenance log. The flamethrower's cooling system broke down again. Erica secretly used her tears to cool it. She doesn't know her mother's ribs are melted inside the barrel. Jeez! I'm assuming her character's Erica. Permanent gain plus 20 fixed damage for every 100 gold obtained. Acquiring gold, weapon damage. I mean, like, none of this really matters. We're just looking at the items. Gain fixed damage equal to 20% of max HP. Hard to enhance. Always prepping, just in case. Maybe there's like a surprise boss fight or something, right? I don't want to just do nothing. Congratulations on completing the demo. You can continue playing to unlock additional content. More exciting features will be revealed in the full version. Click the button below to add to your wish list. Thank you for your support. We got an A, so I went from a C to an A. Still not totally sure what I did there. I mean, I guess we were doing lots of damage. Still not 100% sure how I accrued that much damage. My base weapon does 300. My fixed damage multiplier is 2,000. So yeah, I suppose so. But I showed you Thunder in the beginning and Wood Core next, so hopefully we do Fire Core after that. Alright. Oh, there's more stuff. Okay, remember, I didn't get this far on my rehearsal. I died, like, in the volcano, whatever the second stage is, during my rehearsal. I don't think we can get more of that. Yeah, that's... Gain 10% extra HP when picking up Life Capsule. Grant 60 gold at game start. Let's get at least one of these. And then we're gonna pump... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say pump the rest of our blue gems in it, but it will take more door heals, I suppose. Just enough. We get 240 HP per room. Oh, and I gotta get this. That's the whole point of doing 3 rounds. Oh, okay. I was thinking an actual, like, flamethrower gun. This is probably the exact same animation as punching, I assume. We'll see. Homing missile. Each missile deals 260 damage. Deals 130 damage to surrounding enemies. Oh, there's a nice little animation for switching. Okay. Oh, it is different animation. That's the heavy attack right there. Does it hurt? Okay, at least it doesn't. And there is no Frozen Wasteland because the demo doesn't go that far. So we are going to take on the volcano, I suppose, with the flamethrower. Yeah, what I mean is I can't go any higher difficulty than level 2. This is a piddly little thing. I do not feel like the weapon upgrade was worth it. We'll try to make it work. Shelter graffiti. Amid dripping vents. Someone carved with nails. 47th shift rotation. The bugs outside chant my name. Lena Ray, age 21. I was hoping for a fire, but alright. I do need to show Earth off, I suppose. Ah, here's fire. Not gonna worry about what everything else says. Let's go and equip both. It gives me... summons 3 meteors. I do need enough fires to launch those meteors. I forget that my heavy attack is no longer a melee range. Homing missile enhance. How do I do homing missiles? Probability... okay. Base damage 82, 10% chance to trigger explosion on attack. For every 10 explosions, launch 3 homing missiles. So I need to roll a 10% 10 times, and then I get 3 missiles. That's probably not worth it unless I can increase my explosion options. So even though it's a lower quality, we're gonna go ahead and get the Rage Recover. Well, that flamethrower launches very... I mean, I guess they are typically considered short range in video games. I'm not sure if I abort my flamethrower when I move after doing the heavy attack. I just got smacked right there. Let's try refreshing. We got enough for 1. We can get shooting range increase, huh? Interesting. Let's get more Rage Recover, though. This is the heavy attack, and if I don't do anything, she stands there a little longer and has a little click for her gun. If I'm moving while it's going on, there's no click, and I'm not sure if I'm aborting it early. Kids Room Doodle. The wall reads, "Don't be scared." Erica's in wobbly handwriting next to a sketch of a goggled man depicting Kim's first axe swinging lesson with her. Get the stereotypical R and L mixed up. Another, sure, we'll show off the Earth. Alright, so why have I been focusing on Earth? Oh wait, I haven't equipped it yet. There we go. Generate 1 absolute shield at the start of each battle, which can fully negate 1 instance of damage. When absolute shield shatters, increase weapon damage by 60%. Stacks up to 5 times, lasts until battle ends. Maybe it's with another exclusive ability, but I don't know how you get more absolute shield because it says negates 1 instance of damage and it disappears after the fight is over. Not sure how you get more stacks. I didn't have heavy attack ready. Alright, that heavy attack was worth about 2 ticks of damage, so next time I'm going to try standing absolutely still and see if that does 3 ticks of damage. Let's hold 2. It's not bad, but let's try to refresh so we don't get at least ordinary choices. Legendary shooting range, we'll take it. I don't know if it increases my heavy attack range. Triggers incineration every 30 critical hits, doubling critical damage for 6 seconds. I'm probably not going to do a lot of critical hits right now. We'll take recovery speed plus 10% for rage. Alright, this is why I've been trying to stockpile those pips. I only have 2 right now, so we need to get a 3rd one before we use it. Okay, well that's definitely what I expected when I use a flamethrower. Memory chip, Fallout Commander's last words. I was once a baker of the Oasis, now with the Hive's energy core embedded in my chest. When you see my crystalline nails, it's like witnessing kneaded dough. Humanity is being reshaped anew. Still don't have fire. Each time rage is cast, weapon damage increased 30%. Crit, 10 fixed damage for every, or gain 10 fixed damage for every 10 critical hits. Stacks. It ends until, okay. So we'll just get, I'll last 15 seconds. We'll get this one now since it's early. And we don't currently have the rage power-ups necessary. Homing missile damage, battle results. Let's try a refresh. Lame. So what is the level 4? When taking damage, 50% chance to generate a shield. I need fire more than anything. When she's cartwheeling, I can actually move during the cartwheel, so that one's optional. But when I was using the fist, it automatically would move forward on the 3rd punch. Refresh. Oh, you can hit me twice, huh? That's not that big a deal, because I heal 240 hit points every time I enter the room. Permanently gain 10 fixed damage for every 100 gold obtained. Gotta stake that. Okay, we currently have 59 fixed damage and a base damage rate of 82. Those called Dark Crystal Cores? Is that what that is? Okay. Still have not seen a single fire. It's ridiculous. I like that this gives me a lot of fixed damage. It's just nice to have something that's expected. Stable. Experience bonus this early on, though. Let's try that. 50% chance to trigger perfect dash. Max 3 stacks for every 100 max hit point. We'll get this. So that is an actual epic upgrade. Ran out sprints there. Okay, let's... We need fire, really, we do. Okay. Otherwise I was going to get the Fortune Hammer. That would combine with my taken damage abilities. Missiles are about to hit me. Hopefully they disappear. Whenever you heal HP, additionally restore 10% of current... Oh, well, that is the health recovery area. Oh, alt. That is the health recovery area. That's not whenever I get hit points. So maybe this one. Finally, some flame. Fireball quantity +6 and can pierce more enemies. Sure. This looks good. Change heavy attack to a 2-hit melee combo. Kind of like that idea, but we're gonna. I've insisted I wanted to show you flame. I just have never really had the chance. Okay, we now have 2 Fire Affinity, giving me a 30% chance to launch 3 fireballs upon hitting the enemy. Now we're talking. Look at that. As they say in rock and roll racing, I'm unleashing hot fury. Those meteors are also from me. Sprint increases dodge chance for every light 6 attack. Increases crit rate by 1%. Okay, maybe we'll try that with the crit rate. Refresh. Shooting range. Let's see if my heavy attack range is extended. I'm not sure. It's really hard to tell. Normally in a game I might like superimpose stuff and then for the screenshots and try to tell, but since your character, you know, isn't statically in the middle of the screen, 2 screenshots will be difficult to do that with. Oh, yeah, I've hit finally. Whatever. Let's go and refresh. So we'll take the epic shooting range. Well, I mean, we'll take the epic shooting range. Let's see how far I can shoot as soon as we enter this room. Whoa, that's pretty nice. I don't know why I was blinking out of existence there. I can turn this thing when I press up and down. Explosion damage, experience bonus, rage attack damage. We're no longer, I mean, we're halfway through the game, so I'm not sure the experience bonus will be as worth it. So we'll take this one. We'll take crit fire ring. And then we need to swap out one of these things. So let's go ahead and swap out the yellow one for now. And now we have level 2 fire ability. Fireball 30% chance to inflict burn on hit, dealing 300% fireball damage over 9 seconds. Actually, while we're at it, let's take a look at our Earth Affinity. What's 6 pieces? Upon shattering, trigger 6 rolling stones, dealing 600% damage. Okay. Blazing Sky. Okay. If we get 2 more fire, I'm not too impressed with the idea of shattering my absolute shield, because you can only use that once a battle, I assume. Now that being said, maybe I'll walk into battle with 6 if I had enough earth, but we're going to try to veer 2 pieces of earth core off and put on 2 more pieces of fire gear. Of course, assuming we get good fire. If it's like fire level 1, I'm not sure I'd wear it. Let's do a refresh. Crit rate. Oh, can I turn to heavy attack too? Let me try out the next heavy attack. I gotta remember. In the middle of battle, I'm not really thinking about necessarily experimenting, so I'm gonna do now. Now, maybe not. I was holding up the entire time I did that heavy. Refresh. We'll try this explosion damage. We'll try to ramp up our explosion chance so we can get more homing missiles. Refresh. Guess we'll get this. I'm gonna pass up the rage recover, but I think we'll get the explosion chance. We'll get this reset 1 sprint charge. Because ideally I'll have 3 sprints for the level 2 boss, since he has such a long and wide area attack. Sky Carrier Wreckage. A teddy bear was found in the crashed hull with a label stitched to it. To Erica, may the hurricane always protect you from the uncle you've never met. Collecting gold coins also restores rage equal to 100% amount of gold. We'll take that. And then we'll go and swap out 2 of the lesser earths. Gotta figure out which ones those would be. Probably this one for now. And then we'll take those 2 fires. And suddenly we now have Earth Affinity 6 pieces. I'm not sure if I ever have... Oh no, I did for the earth... For the wood one, I had 6 pieces, I think. That gave me 10 hit points per... Or 10% chance to get 10 hit points or something like that. Fireball now applies a Flame Mark. I don't know what Blazing Sky is. Maybe that's another translation for meteors. So refresh. We'll do battle results in case we find another fortune pig. Hope it hits. Oh, I think I canceled that early too. By attacking. Oh yeah, maybe don't do anything while I'm heavy. Wow, I'm almost dead already. I may have gotten a little overconfident. Let's get this over with. Okay, I thought it died because I didn't know when it would exactly end, but we were both in each other's area abilities. Try refresh. I've been refreshing a lot this round. Get the explosion chance for sure. So we're up to like 16% explosion chance. I don't want that. That's just a 1 level upgrade, whereas this will give me 2 levels, and this will give me rebirth. Let's do that. I haven't shown you that yet, and I hopefully don't have to, but it does give me an opportunity, because I'm taking a lot of damage. Attack damage increased 15% whenever critical hit is activated. I don't really do thunder orbs anymore, so none of this helps. I wish I could refresh this, because I don't do vines right now, and I don't shoot thunder orbs out of my fists anymore. I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, there's no thunder orbs. That was a fist ability. The stack of fighting spirit. I mean, I probably won't even use it because I would mean I have to take out one of my things, but maybe we take out the earth because I only have 2 right now. I mean, I have more than 2, but I could take out the earth and lose the shield and then get the thunderbolts. So I guess it depends if we find another thunder somewhere. Not that I want to find another thunder, it's just keeping my options available to me. Just like when I reach what I assume is going to be the end. I always want to try to pick things somewhat wisely. Yeah, I can't even see if they're attacking anymore. Refresh. Taking damage converts 5% into equal amount of gold used. I'm guessing this one, but I'm having a little trouble reading it. Converts 5% of damage taken into an equal amount of gold when used. The when used kind of throws me off a little bit. Instantly restores 10 hit points when we're defeating enemies. I like that though. But we're still stacking up fortune stuff, so let's go ahead and do that. Engineer's Plaque. Found a rusted nameplate on the Lava Drake's carapace. Chin Lim Fing, father, the Ark's weapons designer. May my forge core withstand the magma. was busy looking at the bottom right. Come on. You're always giving me thunder. Alright, well, whatever. Do Pierce. Pierce sounds like it could be useful for my Flamethrower, because I can't hit multiple guys with one shot. We're gonna get this. Now we have Fortune Pig. So my fixed damage is up to 736, my base damage is 245. That's 3 times the normal amount. Sorry, I was thinking about Thunderbolts. So now we have the ability to launch Thunder Orbs, 6 of them, for 6 seconds. That gives me the ability to use this Thunder Core that we got earlier with Fighting Spirit. Increases damage by heavy attack, increase 15% whenever I crit. Okay, I want to make sure I got the gold before I left. Oh, I'm expecting to find another shot, but if I don't, we'll just try as is. We do have a rebirth after all. I can take a little more loosey-goosey? I don't know if that's the right word. Crit rate? Probably. Taking damage increases critical damage for the next attack, expands weapon range by 30%. That's not as necessary since I'm ranged already, with lots of range upgrades. For every 30 cumulative hits, there's a 20% chance. I'll probably never see this, but we'll go ahead and just try this anyways. Let's try refresh. We'll take the legendary explosion damage. What hit? Man, okay. Oh, jeez, I dodged right into that. Will you knock that off? Wow. Okay, there goes my rebirth. Didn't wish I used it this early, but alright. Gain 30 fixed damage for every 10 critical hits at level 3. Sure, it'll be good for long battles. Yeah, I was hoping to save that rebirth for the final boss. Time to go to the shop, now or never. First, see what they have available. It's generally 1s and 2s. Yeah, let's wait on that. And I assume, let's say that I would spend 450 per refresh. That means I would spend a total of 1350 if I bought everything, not counting the refresh amount required. I think I have enough to buy everything, so that's what we're gonna do. That wasn't me trying to explain it to myself. That was me explaining to the viewers why I'm gonna do this. There we go. And let me think here. I can probably do something similar with this. Let's say that each one, if I were to buy everything out, that'd be 600 per, and I can refresh 3 times. So I think we'll just buy everything and see what we can combine. We'll just probably start unequipping things. This might be the chance where I try upgrading the max and see what happens. Do I have enough max? I might. Yeah, we'll give this a shot. I might really screw myself before the boss, but I do want to find out. Is there something higher than max? You wouldn't think so? Okay. I would like it... Well, I guess I understand why you group it by element, but there stands to reason why when you're crafting, it maybe groups by... Want to use fire, you will use, I see a thunder. Groups by tier. Because I see I have 3 level 1 fires. So we'll go ahead and craft this together to get a random one. And craft 3 fires. Hopefully we get a fire. Yeah. Alright, now we have a bunch of level 2s. So let's go and... Why does the screen... Yeah, the screen flips when you are reaching the top or bottom rows, which is 66% of the rowage. Take that one, and take that one. You take the 3 perceived worst ones. Okay, now we can try combining 3... do I have any others that are max? We have this red one that's max. I don't want to end up with a non-red, though. I'm still gonna screw myself. Let's combine these first, and then figure out what our set bonuses might be. I like the heavy attack theme. It's just cute to me. So I'll probably combine these 3. Flaming Axe. Triggers explosive art after 6 fireball. Deals 600%. Now, I mean, I've got so much fireball stuff, I'd hate to lose it, but... I mean, I want to see, is there something beyond max? It's probably not. This is a horrible idea. No, there's nothing above max. I screwed myself. Alright. That's not great. Start with the earth. And lightning. Even though I do have a really cool lightning one. If I do it this way, I stand a chance of using the metal set bonus. Probably not going to happen, but let's try. I don't think I'm going to win at this point, but we'll give it a shot. Let's go ahead and combine 2 earths and then a lightning, and hopefully we get another fire back. Can't believe I did that to myself. But I wanted to find out. You gotta try things for the video. I'm hoping to get a fire. Odds are low. We got a wood instead, so that's not bad. So I do like the wood ability. So we need at least 2 greens. We'll only combine 1 of these. And then yellow and yellow. Because there's no way I can manage to save a yellow. The reason I wanted to save yellow is because the falling gold says total gold equipped. And I have gotten 4,000 gold. Or percentage damage, that is. Alright, let me think here. This is not great, but I don't want to combine my fire. And if I combine these to form a third, I'll lose a fire. But that being said, I already have 2 fires, so I guess we take the chance. Let's take the chance. Let's get rid of this one. And we'll combine this fire. So I do stand a chance of losing fire, but unless I get two more, it doesn't really matter. So let's see what we get. Alright, so now we have 2 wood. 3 wood, I mean. We can afford to combine, but then I would definitely lose fire. Let's stop here, because I have really screwed myself by combining all my good fires. Oh, we have another one. There we go. Wow, that is horrible. I did awful with that. And I have no rebirth. I want to be careful about using this because I don't want to abort my attack, but I don't want to get hit either. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use the little one. A lot easier when you fought the boss once. Woo! I managed to do it without any real cores. Hive broadcast. Humans, your cycles are merely our cultivation periods. The 127th sowing is about to begin. This time, we want flame-breathing offspring. I mean, the little transitions are cute, but it would be nice if you got to do something with it. Maybe a little mini bonus game that gives you rewards or something. I don't know. I feel like these games would have an S rating too, so the fact they didn't get S was a little sad, but that being said, we haven't metagamed our way up to awesome powers yet, and I was definitely experimenting a bit with it in there. We still got impressive fixed damage 2000 though. 16% explosion probability. It's not that high. But that was the demo for Starfire Eternal Cycle. As always, there'll be a link to the Steam store page in the description below. Hey, I'm pretty good at saying that now. It normally takes me about 6 takes to say it, but I do appreciate that there's definite enemy variety. While the levels run on for a bit long, I think the intervention of the elite bosses helps change things. I see that it's randomized what kind of elite boss you get. It's just one of the random enemies you fight that has been made into Mega version. This was the first time I fought one of those wormy things as an elite boss, and he totally kicked my butt. One of the reasons why I let the boss animation play out is I really dig the song. I probably have no musical taste or something, but I enjoy it. Thank you very much for checking out the game. I'll see you next time.